And the other guy about 5'7".
Well, he'd be more like Superman and Mighty Mouse. That's what it looks to me.
He ran over. Well,
right now, C.K. Moore is definitely Superman.
And David Trade ran shot perfect.
All he needs is a big S on his chest.
Well, he finished the game twice. Yeah, he finished the other game off with a strike against Traver. 12 in a row there. He now has 14 in a row, Earl.
14 in a row. If he never makes a mistake, he could go on forever. We might be here all night watching him throw strikes. I'll stick around and watch.
Butch Soper trying to figure out what lane he was going to finish on.
Well, Butch is going to give him all he can handle, I'll guarantee you. Butch is tough, and he's a good pressure player, and we talked about it before. The fact that Butch was going to say something, decided just to growl instead there.
Well, that one, you know, I mean, immediately he goes for the tape. Yeah. That one slipped off his hand just a little bit.
Yeah, we talked about how good he is from this leadoff. He's 3 out of 4 from being the leader, so he's, you know, winning. And even though C.K. Moore is showing him how good he can play, Butch isn't going to back off.
Trouble.
Oh, my, he never had a chance.
Backed right up there.
Right there. Oh.
Butch talking to himself already.
Well, you look at the scoreboard. He's got 8 in the first frame. Match is over. He can't win.
Yeah, 278 is the best he can wind up with. Won't be enough.
That's a bad joke. But anyway, this is the championship match of this Columbia 300 Open. And Butch Soper has always been tough in these Columbia tournaments.
C.K. now back on the lane that he'll never forget because it's where he finished at 300 on national television. Lane 20 at Highland Lanes in Austin, Texas. Well, you got him figured out, doesn't you?
Well, tell you what, that's 15. We'll just keep counting them. We'll just keep marking them down. He'll just keep throwing them.
Boy, it doesn't seem like there's any letdown at this point in time. His demeanor is the same. I mean, his intensity seems the same.
I was so impressed with how calm he was. You know, he took a deep breath and got up there and threw that 12th one like it was the first one.
Leads by 22. Trying to increase it. Finally leaves the 6-pin. Good shot, though, Earl.
It was a good shot. And it was just amazing. What a string. What a string. 15 consecutive strikes in his first chance to show his wares on national television. Just phenomenal performance.
We've had 4 games under 200 tonight, so I mean, it's not that the lanes are that easy.
I was curious if he could make a spare. He hadn't had to shoot one for so long, he might have forgotten how. What do you think?
Actually, I was thinking on another thought that we've had 6 games so far, and we've only had 1 200. His 217, because he had 300 the other games.
That's right. All right, Butch Soper thinking, well, I'm not out of this one. I still got a chance.
Well, Butch has had no trouble with this pair, averaging 250 on it. He'll settle for that right now. Oh, there's the high hard one, let it fall back, right?
Yeah, I was talking to Butch and I was talking to Parker Bone before the televised portion of the tournament, and both of them said anything over 240 should win this championship match. So that was what they were looking to shoot, 240.
Well, we see Butch in the cash just steadily moved upward. More near the top all the way through. You know, was the leader for the first 2 rounds of match play. Butch has found it, though, too. He's ready to go. Trails by only 1 now. CK's got a battle on his hands this time.
You know, Butch made the big move the last day of match play. The last 16 games of match play, those 2-game blocks, he averaged close to 240 for those 16 games. Tremendous, tremendous scoring effort.
At age 46. Amazing, right?
Well, he's a tremendous talent.
And another 6-pin. He was getting those out the previous game.
Nothing could be better for C.K. Moore than to start the year with a win. In his first year, and he's thinking about playing. Well, he is going to play full-time this year. He's already got that 300 on national television. If he wins here, he might as well go home. There's nothing left to do.
Oh, no, he wants to win more, Earl.
Look. All right.
Well, no matter what happens, he's going to walk away with 37,000. That's not a bad beginning.
Oh, it's a tremendous beginning. And not only that, will he walk away with all that money, but he's going to walk away with a wealth of knowledge and confidence in his ability to perform under pressure, especially on national television against the best bowlers in the world. He's already beat one of the best lefties in the world in Parker Bone and made it look pretty easy.
Well, that no titles there. He's hoping to change. It's an even match through 4 frames, looking to get something to work on again. Wow, solid 10 pin. Now nothing will fall. 6 pin, 6 pin, 10 pin.
Can you imagine if that would have been the 12th frame, though? Oh, my.
Oh. Yeah, well, he'll always think back. At least that didn't happen, right?
Right. Easy spare. Cross lane at it.
Probably took you at least 3 or 4 tournaments to get 37,000, huh?
Leave me alone, will you? Now, Butch Soper on a string. Get it going, take the lead here, Mike. And once he gets out in front, it'd be kind of interesting to see how C.K. Moore can respond from behind. I don't think he's been behind in a match, hardly. If he has, it's been very, very little. You hear that little squeaky noise?
I did. He's screwing that finger or thumb in there. I'm not sure which. Whatever it is, it's 10 and a pin.
You don't scare a little Butchie. Butchie's ready to play with anybody, no matter how big they are. We'll take a look at the style of a proven winner, Butch Soper, 25th year on the tour. You see he carries the ball low, doesn't have much of a backswing, but he uses everything he has in those legs to drive it through. Right here, see him push hard in those legs, that long slide. Look at him. The head comes up as he pulls as hard as he can to get the ball speed he needs to get it through the heads. Look out. Got around the side a little bit, and when he got around the side, the ball cut through the pins on him. It just finished hard.
Well, you said look out in the middle of the lane.
Well, it's the first time he's gotten around the side of it. He's been going up the back, and that's what kept the ball on line. That one, by getting around the side or creating more side roll, the ball finished harder, cut right through. Here's another look at that release. Watch how he gets around the side of this right there, and see the more side rotation, the ball hooks earlier and finishes higher in the pocket.
At the 4-9, ESPN bringing you all the scores. Keeping you up to date as Butch opens and makes this a 3-pin match with C.K. Moore having him. If he had a letdown, that should pump him back up.
Yeah, and if you're going to have a letdown after a 300 game, this kind of an opportunity to get you back in it. I wonder what goes through his mind at this point, because you just bowled a 300 game, you just beat the best lefty on the tour maybe today other than Mike Albee. It's pretty hard to get past all that and then bowl for the championship. I know when I mentioned that 299, I had the big letdown afterwards when I bowled for the championship. He looks like he's handling it extremely well.
Big letdown. He shot 230.
Well, you know, what the heck, you know, when you're bowling Larry Lobb, 230 is not enough.
Well, that's true. Larry could get awful hot. There we see the scoreboard. 3 pins of difference. CK, though, can increase that to 13 if he can double here in the 7th frame.
You know, a guy this big, it's a good thing he isn't one of those guys that jumps up and down, you know, because if he did, he might hit his head on one of those scoring units up there. Don't see much emotion out of CK.
Well, he's more than tripled that career earnings right now. Just a hair soft. Is that
hair soft to the speed, and it just rolled right up on him. It's amazing. You know, the last shot in that lane was that solid 10. This particular shot went just a little higher, and when the ball's rolling that well and you make a mistake, it seems like you always get the big split.
Count's important, though. Get to him.
He was checking the scoreboard. He was very aware of what's going on around him and what's happening on the lanes. He's checked the scoreboard. He didn't do anything foolish. Took the 2 pins for the count, as you mentioned, Mike. And he's still ahead in pin count by 1 pin.
There we see Butch's career earnings, $652,000.
Now, see, there's the roll Butch wants right there.
Butch is 46. I asked him, how come you're getting better at this age?
Well, I think my ball's been hitting a lot harder lately. All this new reactive resin equipment out nowadays, and the equipment I'm using, I've been using all the bowling balls in the market, and I'm not mentioning any names, but look at my shirt I got on. But boy, this ball I'm using right now is phenomenal.
He wants a phenomenal double right now and leaves the 2-4-5, keeping this a close match.
Well, there's the normal reaction, even out of an experienced player. You go through a little high in the pocket or through the middle of the head pin. The next thing you do is make sure it doesn't happen again on the same lane, and the ball just skidded. He threw it harder. It never got back to the pocket.
Boy, speed is critical. Everything's critical, especially on that left lane.
And this spare isn't easy, let me tell you. Remember, he's already missed one spare in the middle of the lane, and he has to be careful because of the amount of oil there.
It was this spare he missed, right?
Careful.
Uh-oh.
Oh, my goodness. Butch, boy, I'll tell you what, both players opening here. Butch with his third open of the match now trails in this match by, what, 3 pins?
Butch has yet to make a spare. He's had 5 shots that were strikes out of 8 frames and 3 opens.
With 2 of them misses.
And it's very seldom you see Butch miss a spare. C.K. Moore was an opportunity to really get things going for him. With a strike here, strike in the 9th, he could take a commanding lead into the 10th frame.
Looks good, looks good. Snaps the 7 pin out of there.
And he's thinking about it now. It's the first time I've seen him have any emotion on his face. After that strike, he turned around and came back, and he looked like, now I know where I'm at. I've got it. Boy, I tell you, he's ready to play. He is really something. I'm impressed.
Yeah, you never know he was a rookie by just the way he handled himself, everything. Big shot right now.
Oh, yeah. Gets this one, Butch has got to be thinking, I got to have everything then. His best lane.
Has he responded all night, Earl?
I'll tell you, it's hard to come up with the superlatives for this guy. The unique style, the talent. Here's another look at that shot. A little more ball speed. Remember, he got soft last time, the 4-6. This one was perfect. Look at that follow through. Perfect balance. Watch the emotion here. His reaction.
He says, one time, baby.
Well, it's amazing. All right, Butch.
Right back in there.
Back in there. And C.K. gets up and gives him a little clap there. Says, nice shot, Butch.
I'll tell you, this could wind up a tie.
Oh, that would be exciting. Butch possible 212. C.K. going at a 205 pace right now.
First one so big right here.
Uh-oh.
Just didn't hit for him.
He has to make this to have any chance, Earl.
He does. If he misses this, the match is over. C.K. Moore looking at the scoreboard, checking it, make sure he knows where he's at. 5-7. Slide it into the. He's got to slide it in. Just same ball he just threw. It'd be perfect.
Oh, and he doesn't convert it. C.K. Moore. I don't think it's hit him yet. He just has to show up to win. Nobody bowled 200 at him, Earl.
That's amazing. The talent that he played against, the ability these players had, the experience they had, just phenomenal that no one really pushed him all the way through. Butch with the 4-bagger early on gave him something to think about, but he never did. Butch never did put him in a position where he had an overly amount of pressure.
That's enough right there. He's a winner. Austin, Texas has produced C.K. Moore, winning his first PBA title. So C.K. Moore not only bowls 300, but he wins the Austin, the 300 Columbia